Hi, welcome to the Rolla Public Library Summer Reading Program. And this is our guided activity for teens, week 5, which is Tell Your Story or True Stories. And I'm Miss Tara.
I'm Derek.
And what is a better way to tell your story than through unique sign symbols and a motto of your very own?
So for today's activity, we're going to be working on journaling, and we're going to also be working on creating the sign and motto and symbol that you want to put on the cover of your journal. So you're going to get this piece of cardstock, and you're going to be able to design what kind of symbol and what kind of motto you want to put on your journal. And we'll also discuss some approaches to journaling so that you can think about some ways that teens are actually using journaling to express their thoughts and discover who they are.
And then I'll be giving you some information on various mottos used in countries, family mottos, or even mottos used in fantasy, as well as symbols used in fantasy and in real life. So we're ready to make our journals and mottos and symbols?
I think we are, Tara.
All right.
So you may be wondering why you should start a journal. Journaling provides a non-judgmental environment for you to explore your feelings and ideas. Venting your feelings and ideas through the written word can help you gain an important level of perspective. Journaling also provides you with immense opportunities for self-creation and self-discovery. What type of journaling you choose to do will ultimately determine what kind of journey of discovery you will ultimately embark upon. There are some great different types of journaling that you can do. One is you can do an attitude of gratitude journal. Write down things that you are grateful for. This is great for developing a positive attitude about life and also for thinking about all the reasons why the people and things that are around you and the resources you have are important to you. Another great type of journaling is the free writing journal. Here you're going to write stream of consciousness for a couple of minutes, and this is great for anybody who is interested in creative writing or creativity with words or just exploring their own feelings and thoughts. Another important form of journaling is mentor journaling. Here you're going to write down insights, ideas, or perspectives from teachers or mentors in your own life. Important things that you think you should write down, things that you think you would like to incorporate more into your daily life and behavior. How would you go about writing in a journal? Well, your journal entries, there's a couple of good rules to remember. First of all, you should do it at least once a week, and daily is ideal. You want to make it a habit. Secondly, you want to write what truly matters to you. So the idea of a journal is to keep it to yourself, really, and you don't have to feel like you're judged for writing things in your journal. It's just something for you, and you should write what really matters to you. So finally, you're also going to want to date your journal entries. The reason for this is you might want to go back and look at how you felt at a certain time in your life, or you might want to explore how an idea or a feeling you had, how you experienced it in the past. And if you have your journal entries dated, you can do that easily. I hope
Signs, symbols, mottos. Those are all things that sum up an entire idea about something. You have the different sigils or symbols of superheroes. You can have symbols for the elements, earth, air, fire, and water that were really famous in Avatar: The Last Airbender. What are some of the symbols that pop up in your life? Do you have a favorite sports team, a favorite band, a favorite color? So those are all things you can work with. Even a favorite number. Maybe you like some of the images from manga. I know there's lots of different symbols used in Full Metal Alchemist you can pull from when making your own design. in some books, every district in the Hunger Games has their own motto and district symbol. Another example of sigils and mottos comes from each house at Hogwarts in the Harry Potter series. For instance, Slytherin, their motto is, Slytherin will help you on your way to greatness. And of course, countries have mottos too. For instance, in America, it's e pluribus unum, from many one. So you can look at other languages when you're coming up with your own personal motto, something that represents you. If you want some inspiration, you can also go to symbols.com and look at a large variety of symbols from around the world. And in our nonfiction area here at the library, you can find books on flags from around the world, or the ideology behind the symbols and designs of the flags in each of our states. For instance, Missouri's seal has 2 bears, the state motto, and other images that describe what Missouri is about. So you're looking for colors, images, and mottos that describe what you're about. You can pull from your heritage, like some people will use tartans if they're from Scotland, or if you want to pull from your friends, what do you and your friends like to do? What books or movies or music inspires you? What images from maybe album covers or, I don't know, different movies inspire you? And you get to choose if you want to use paints or markers or pencils or pens to design it any way you want. You can even cut images out of magazines, do a collage. So this week, True Stories is really all about you, and I hope you have fun exploring. All right, Dirk, we've got our designs in our journals, and what I made reflects East meets West. So in my heritage, I've learned that I have some Welsh and some Scots-Irish. So I included this black symbol with the dots is called the Awen, and that's a Welsh and Cornish word that means inspiration. So this symbol was used by modern druids, especially bards, people who wrote songs and poetry. And I'm very fascinated with Nordic culture, so I picked a Nordic rune called the Othala, which represents ancestry in that Nordic language. And then I practice Tibetan Buddhism. And so these are the 3 jewels of refuge, which symbolize the Buddha, the inner wisdom, Dharma, which would be the wisdom of the ages, and the Sangha, community. And so I use a little bit of symmetry in designing my symbol. You'll see there is a repetition of 3, because 3 means a lot to me for body, mind, spirit, land, sea, and sky. And I picked purple because I like purple. So for those of you watching at home, you can really pick all kinds of things to customize your design. And then, of course, it'll look a little bit different when you try to do it in miniature. And my motto is live to learn and learn to live.
I love it.
So I wrote that on both sides of my heraldry or personal design, if you will. What did you make?
So I made a much simpler one. I'm a bit of an intellectual, so I decided to write 2 quotes, and on one side I wrote, "The unexamined life is not worth living," by Socrates. And then on the flip side, there's a quote from a psychologist named Adam Phillips, and it goes, "Is the unlived life worth examining?" And I like these 2 quotes because for me, my journal, I'm going to write about things that my mentors and stuff tell me, and stuff that really sticks and it kind of catches my mind, things that I think are important to learn from. So things that I think are important that people tell me, I'm going to write it in my journal, and it might be just a couple sentences, but I think it's a good way to, I like these quotes because it's kind of the balance between experiencing life and also examining life. And when somebody tells me something that I think is important to learn from, it's kind of that balance between experiencing life and also examining life.
Oh, we have very similar mottos.
Yes, we do. That's why I like the one you picked. It's awesome.
Yeah, and I think because I have I don't know, these colors kind of make me think of dreams, and because I have the Alwyn on here, which is about inspiration, I might write down bits of poetry or interesting things that just pop into my mind.
I think that's great. We're all learners here, right?
Yes.
Yes.
I love how it's pocket size, so it'll fit right in my backpack.
That's awesome.
All right, well, feel free to share pictures of what you create on Facebook, and we hope you have a good time exploring more about what you like.
Bye, guys.